Hello Internet, it is Reaper week. I've got two more fresh Carolina Reapers. One chocolate, one red one. Oh, and half one which I cut up a few days ago and it's been drying a bit. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to eat a Carolina Reaper every day for this whole week. Today, unfortunately, I will not be eating a Carolina Reaper. I'll be eating these two lovely Bhut Jolokias. This is the ghost pepper. This is another one. The top just fell off. Now these, like I said in a previous video, they've got a couple of soft spots already, so that means they need to be eaten, and that's why I'm eating these today. So I'm not going to fuss around a lot. It's these are obviously not quite as hot as the Reapers. That's why I'm eating two. Okay, that one's soft spot is pretty much cut off. I'm not eating that. This was the top to that one. Unfortunately, that's the size I'll be eating of these. This one has a, I don't know if you can see that. There's a slight tinge on the top here. I have to cut the whole thing off. So that means I'll probably be eating in total one whole ghost pepper. If at all. Okay, that looks good. Unfortunately, not a Reaper today. Those are the two I'll be eating tomorrow. And then after I've eaten this, I'll quickly explain while I wait for the burn. I'll obviously give you some feedback on the burn, and then I'll explain to you or tell you a bit about yesterday's Reaper. I had a red Reaper, and in the video you can see me eating it. Went through a bit of a burn and then it was gone. Anyways, without much further ado, if you look on my League of Fire profile, it says my favorite chili is the Bhut Jolokia. Indeed it is. I find that these chilies, they taste so amazing. They taste so fantastic. I highly recommend it to everyone. Nothing against the Reaper. The Reaper is extremely hot and it has a smoky taste. This has a fruity taste of note, and if you can get a fresh Bhut Jolokia, fresh ghost pepper, even have a little bit if you can't handle too much heat, but these taste wonderful. So here we go. Cheers. Oh, they taste so nice. Now, these obviously don't have that same intense burn, especially because I had to cut most of the seed parts off. So even that burn isn't there. It burns my tongue. I can feel my tongue. It's quite on fire. The bottom of my gums, that's burning. The taste is It's fruity. It's got a bit of a... what kind of a fruit? I would say peach sort of taste. It's fantastic. So I'm going to wait for 10 minutes for this burn. Yesterday's Reaper. When you watch the video, you can see me eating it, going through a bit of pain. Then the pain subsides and everything was fine. I had quite a big meal before that. Quite a big meal, so I ate a lot, which means my stomach was pretty full. So by the time the Reaper reached my stomach, I didn't really feel much. Then I spent the next, I think 3 hours or so working here on my laptop. So I spent the whole time in this position at my desk, working with a mouse, not doing much in terms of movement, which means the food in my stomach, whatever was there in the stomach doing its peristaltic movements, doesn't really mix up the food a lot. So the chili kind of dropped on top of the food. By about 8 p.m. yesterday, that food eventually was all digested and started moving out of the stomach into the small intestines, and whatever was left of that Reaper hit the bottom of my stomach and it started to burn. And it started to burn. Okay, I had really bad cramps. Now I've had worse cramps before with some of the challenge products. It was bad. Okay, it was bad nonetheless. Not as bad as sometimes. It was bad enough for me to stand in the kitchen, holding onto the kitchen counter, breathing in and out, not being able to do much. I made myself a bowl with cottage cheese mixed with some milk, and then I added some yogurt, stirred it all up, and I drank that, or ate it. Don't really know whether it's something with that consistency, whether you eat it or whether you drink it. Anyway, then it took another 20 minutes to 30 minutes before the pain was manageable again. So for those 30 minutes, I was stuck in a cramp, which was not very pleasant, because at that time I was busy cooking dinner and we had some friends that came past. They had a chat, so the situation was a bit uncomfortable for myself. Luckily I was able to hide away in the kitchen, so most people didn't notice. But after that I realized that this must have been because I didn't move at all. Now after I finish this video, I'm going to walk around a bit and maybe eat a bit more. I had exactly the same thing today as I had yesterday, just not as much, so my stomach isn't that full. And I'm going to add a bit more, so that's on top, so all the food and the chilies get mixed in. Now, these are obviously not hurting so much. My mouth is burning a bit, but I can still talk. And I mean, I can feel a bit of warmth here, but it's not, you know, it doesn't explode. Anyway, so what I'm going to do, okay, here are my 2 Reapers, and there's the half a Reaper that's still left from a few days ago. I don't know if you can see that, there's half a Reaper. It's started to dry already. The thing is, I cut that up, put it on my pizza, and I didn't eat the whole thing. So I'm going to have that now, just to show you that these are in fact 2 quarter pieces. So this is quarter of a Reaper, and this is a quarter of a Reaper. Once I unfurl it, so obviously it will. This will not be as hot as a fully fresh Reaper anymore. Let me put that nicely in the picture, but it will still burn. Oh, okay. Instant explosion. You know the thing about dry chilies, or drier, because this wasn't crispy dry, this was semi-dry. Like it gets stuck in your teeth. So that's the difference between 800,000 Scoville and 2.2 million Scoville. Well, excuse me, my mouth is really on fire right now. Especially my gums at the bottom. I don't know if it's because it gets stuck to my teeth now, it's burning around my... So today is Thursday. I guess Friday, Saturday. Not sure. What do you think? Like I said, I still have one that's in the freezer, so that would be my Sunday mission. I've got to find something to do on Monday because Tuesday is Challenge Tuesday. So I want to do the challenge. My mouth is burning. My throat, not so much. Interesting. So yeah. Now I'm going to have to do a bit of movement, get this mixed in with the food, maybe eat some more food. Get it really in there, so while it's busy digesting, that it gets diluted in the food, kind of thing. You know what I mean? So it kind of has a general heat inside the food and not sit on one spot that eventually reaches a stomach lining and then starts burning like crazy. Because the burn in the mouth disappears quickly. What's quickly? 10 minutes, 15 minutes maybe, maximum. But the stomach. Okay, well, I guess that's it. This is Reaper Week. For anybody that wants to join me or try it out for a whole week, have a Reaper, Carolina Reaper. Fresh one. Every day. It's worth the experiment. Right. Thanks to anybody that's actually watching this thing. You guys are awesome. Love you lots.